Hello everyone, welcome to Existential Gamers Live. We are playing Senuas Sacrifice again. And today I'm joined by Joush.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
Oh, why is my game... Okay. My game has crashed before on this game, but it didn't happen. It only happened once yesterday, so hopefully it doesn't happen.
What?
So you're probably wondering, what's going on here?
She's in hell. I don't know.
Yeah, she actually is.
Yeah.
It's over here. It's over here. Is that?
It's over here.
No, it's here. There's two.
Yeah, hell doesn't look much different from Earth. Just nice.
It's magic.
Yeah,
Makes the experience a little bit easier on the soul.
This is more based on Viking mythology, so we are in hell with one L.
Which forest?
Oh.
Yeah.
The wilds.
She went to the wilds a long time ago.
So we're playing as Senua,
She wanted to
a
fight her
Viking
darkness.
warrior
She thought she could beat
who
her.
lost her,
Did she beat
I don't know if it's her husband or just her, like, lover,
It nearly killed her, but she tried.
Truth helped?
and she basically dove into hell to, like, save him. And so you're playing as her
Beat her own darkness.
because she feels that
Yeah.
it's unfair how he died and stuff.
She came.
Did she kill herself or what?
I have no idea, they haven't explained it. You kind of start off already rowing into hell, and they don't really, they just said that she made like a, it's called Senuas Sacrifice, so I don't know, maybe she did kill herself. Oh wait, I remember what to do.
She thought she'd bring the darkness to him too. She nearly died.
She thought the curse made her taste
She's
it.
hearing all these voices.
Truth helped her.
Then she might not be in hell. She might be in purgatory, which makes more sense.
Well, they said that she's in hell, that's why I'm saying that.
Yeah, I mean, like, okay, so have you seen, not Life is Beautiful, or is it Life is Beautiful? Hang on. Oh, different movie, French movie. Hang on. Robin Williams.
I gotta set that up too.
Jumanji was where is it? I want to see if I can get those. Where's your filmography, you evil person? There you are. There you are.
There I am.
Hang on. Hang on. What dreams may come? There we go. Dear Lord.
It's a Robin Williams movie?
Yeah, yeah. And I feel like I'm gonna use this word. It's a big word. Disingenuous. I think that's the word that I'm looking for. And the right. When I say it is one of my favorite movies, but it is one of my favorite movies of all time because it gives a distinct and interesting perspective of what the idea of hell and purgatory and heaven is. Yeah, okay, I used it. I used it right. Nice. But, anyways, this reminds me of that in the way it's depicted more in a realistic fashion of what hell or purgatory would be like. It'd be like it would be nothing out of the ordinary that a human would experience
You think it would
in
just
their
be,
own mind.
it would be based upon their own experiences, right?
Yeah. Like the way they depicted how heaven is depicted is basically like an amalgamation. Hopefully, I used the right word too on that
The
one.
ravens.
Of
They've gone.
No.
what the person
They've gone.
considers a perfect paradise, but within the confines of
He's not helping.
a realistic kind of base.
Out in the wilds.
Though the world can be fantastic and full of fantasy and stuff, it doesn't go completely outside
She almost gave in to the
of
darkness.
something that would be not too out of the ordinary in real life.
Mm-hmm.
She
You know.
remembered Dillian's words.
So like you get these nice lush fields and houses and colors and fantasies depicted in what dreams may come, but there's still like a sense of groundedness to it, where this seems to have the same thing. Like you see all the like the forest, but then you have all these ruins and imagery and stuff that is still kind of a fantasy based around what the person would experience in their own mind if they were going to hell or to heaven.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting thing that I am picking up on, and though it is not necessarily, you know, a fantasy of what hell or heaven would be, but it's still very much a realistic idea of what hell or heaven would be.
Yeah. Well,
So-
I mean, I don't know. At the end of the day, like, trying to explain what heaven and hell would really be is silly enough already, I believe, you know, only because
Yeah.
it is already a concept that we just invented. So, in a sense, it could be whatever we want it to be.
Exactly.
But your
You know what,
idea is still interesting because that's exactly the point. It could be whatever we want it to be. So why is it limited to, you know, the idea of burning flames and torture and stuff like that, and heaven being this like cloud place, you know, with
No, heaven.
nice-
Yeah. God, I actually like that. I like the way the graphic, like, almost
The ravens.
distort themselves as if it's glitching, but it really isn't. Just based upon the fact that it's supposed to be in I guess, a fantasy-based realm.
Yeah, it's like right now. So we're going into like different, because you know it's based on Norse mythology. So there's like a bunch of Norse
Yeah.
gods and stuff. We're experiencing different realms of these like demigods of like hell. And right now we're
Yeah.
dealing with like one of the trickster ones, not Loki, of course. He's like the god of tricks, you know, being a trickster. This guy's more of like the demigod of trickery and stuff, like illusions and things.
So he's kind of like base tier Loki. Like Loki gets to do all the fancy stuff, but this guy's just like, I get to make a rat magically appear on your fence, freak you out for a second.
It's even like less than that. It's more like Loki is like, I gotta do crazy shit everywhere I go. This guy's like, well, I gotta stay in hell, and then I can also mess with people.
God.
That's where I'm limited to. What we doing? We playing Mind James again? Yeah, we're playing Mind James. It wouldn't really mean anything at the end of the day. We would be gone and never truly experience those concepts. Yeah, I mean, if you really think about it, I mean, we don't know what happens when we die, but at the end of the day, what we know of life itself is that our memories and thoughts and all that are based on these electrical signals passing through our head. So, are we really even a thing? That's a debatable concept too. So, like, if we were to die, I mean, do those electrical signals just simply vanish or, like, fade off into the ether? I mean, that's something I've always wondered, too, is that, like, a lot of our stuff is basically stuff to keep us sane, right? Stuff to be like, oh, no, I'm important. I am important.
We both
And
Yeah.
we eventually have to come to realize, like, no, we're not important. But that's okay. You know, let's just enjoy life and do our thing. let's enjoy our hobbies. Let's enjoy, you know, video games and, you know, spending time with each other and learning to love and learning to, you know, really experience life, even if it has no meaning. And then, of course, that's just, you know, a theory. If there might be no meaning to life. Or it's whatever you make it to be, you know? So it's just those things. I have to get up there. How do I get up?
You had to make it that, didn't you? Ugh.
What?
Oh, my stomach. My heart. My soul.
But that's the thing, though. You have all the power to make it what you want.
You're right. You're right. You're right. And
Yeah.
I'm just doing here. I'm doing here to make the drama.
Yeah, because like,
you know,
okay, it's kind of like I heard a nice analogy about this where they said like it's kind of like being on a sports team, right? Like, yeah, your goal is to win the game. You know, what is the, you know, like, and how you're gonna do it, that's up to you, because, you know, your coach can teach you all he wants, but at the end of the day, it's up to you to play the game. You know, he can't really go on the field and be like, all right, you're gonna move your leg this way. And so, like, for people to realize that they have that ability, you know, to win the game the way they want, you know, they develop their own strategy. And that's the thing. That's why I like to use the analogy of the sports team, because as a society, we kind of come together and be like, okay, well, this is the game we're playing, you know? And sometimes we don't like it. I mean, take, for example, capitalism. A lot of people want to cheat and shit and do this. We've made this game, and people want to be sore winners and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, that's actually a good way to describe capitalism.
Yeah, but
it's like,
do we have to play this game? No, you can simply be like, Coach, you know, look, I don't want to play this game anymore. I'm gonna go out, you know, go walk outside the game and go do something else. But no, we're playing this game together.
100%. No, like,
but there is gonna be consequences, though, right? If we go like, yo, I don't want to play this game anymore. I want to pay my taxes. I don't want to do this. Like, they're gonna be like, well, sorry to tell you, buddy, but there's gonna be consequences, you know.
No, like, and we dude, let's be honest. Any rich person who quits paying their taxes after a while does eventually get caught up with something.
Yeah,
I would think. Because, like, you're sitting there and you're going, yeah, I'm going to avoid things at all costs and make sure that I can keep all my money and put it in offshore tax or offshore untaxed banking situations and crap like that.
6 years
Oh,
later,
they talk about dumb person.
burning all before them. And
It
made his escape.
it will hurt and harm them in the long run, especially those that they love and care for, if they're trying to set them up with something beneficial in the future. Thank you, Salty. Like, no matter how much, I'm gonna pull his name out because I love pulling his name out. Before I even do that, I set myself up to actually make this an existential gamers existential episode.
I think
no
it's just
bullshit.
This game, man. This game makes it.
I know it's the name, but usually we don't. Like, we'll bullshit for a bit, and then I'll start watching you play the game. And I was like, I was sitting down and going, like, today I'm gonna try real hard. I'm gonna try real hard to make this an episode where we actually talk about something existential, meaningful, and not go into like me trying to bullshit my way through this and mess with you the whole time.
I get you. I just want to say though, Kiki over here being freaking sad Jimmy Neutron clone. All we are just dust in the wind.
Okay, how about we stop going towards Kansas? Because one, overrated band, thank you very much. Two, they are a geography band.
Oh my god.
Which the only geography band that should ever be accepted in this world is, damn it, Beirut. Thank you very much. I had to think about that. I was going to say America because I like America too, but that seems kind of too on the nose. Beirut's a good band, by the way, if anybody... How dare I? How dare you?
No, it's because I said that she was being a sad Jimmy Neutron clone.
I didn't even know that was the thing.
You never seen that episode where Jimmy Neutron splits himself into a bunch of clones? and like everyone's like getting upset with these clones and like getting mad at Jimmy Neutron, and like one of them is like they all split into different emotions. Like that's what his like clones do. And one of them is like a sad clone, like where he's just all sad, and oh sorry, this thing's glitching out.
So it's like that episode of Dexter's Laboratory that nobody ever gets to see unless the creator of Dexter's Laboratory decides to screen it at a Comic-Con, called The Rude Machine, I think it was.
Oh, I remember that one. Yeah. It's kind of like that. Oh no, it's just because like in the episode, like Carl's the you know Carl Weezer, I think that's his name.
Yeah, he's the sad boy.
Yeah, he's the one that ends up talking to the sad clone, and like the sad one goes like, "What's the point? All we are, like we're all just gonna be, we're all eventually gonna be dust in the wind." And like Carl just gets like depressed. He's just like, oh, he told me I'm just gonna be dust. Oh,
it's dust in the wind.
How do I get down there?
Oh my goodness. Dog, if you messed up my burn, I am going to be really pissed.
I am going to be so angry.
Because I love this puppy, but
Sad
she just
bitch
like, oh,
wins,
you're on
am I
your
right?
computer? You're not paying attention to me? How dare you? Anyways, back to what I was talking about. Fuck Donald Trump.
But see, okay, I agree that his methods are not good at all, right? His methodology, his beliefs, his morals, because he's a messed up person, right? He had a bad childhood and it fucked him up, and
really did, yeah.
And but that, you know, and you could of course say, and I agree too, he's an adult, he should be able to make his own decisions and everything. But I would also have to say that he is so messed up that it is just almost, I'm not going to say it is impossible, but almost impossible for him to revert his ways. Unless there's some damn miracle to come down and everything. So I don't hate him. I just hate the things he does, right?
Yeah,
that's something I'm trying to learn to understand is I can't hate anybody. Nobody's really...
You're right.
Nobody is necessarily responsible for who they are, but I can still dislike the things that they do. You know what I mean? And people still have to take responsibility. He has to still take responsibility. Unfortunately, his actions are tied to his being.
Yeah.
And so his being must pay the price. So I agree with that.
You know what? You were right. I agree with you on that. Like, you know my grievances with a particular person.
Yes.
I always will give her credit where credit's due, where she helped me out. But the fact that she doesn't take the responsibility for what she did, what she has done, and what she will continue, I'm assuming, to do with herself and her life and the people in it. It's just like, why do you want to be that kind of miserable person and think that somewhere deep down inside you are truly helping people when you're only trying to benefit yourself and pushing your own agenda and wanting to make yourself look good in the eyes of those who aren't necessarily going to remember you or even praise you for what you have done.
But see, that's the thing though, is that as sad as it sounds, everyone has the right to not take the responsibility.
You're right.
You know what I mean? Like, we can't force anyone, and look into it. And the only time we can force them is through law, and law is not even perfect. How many times do people get unjustly punished for something?
Incarcerated.
They're given a responsibility that wasn't even theirs in the first place. So even law doesn't work because you can't necessarily 100% enforce responsibility on anybody. And even people you put in prison, are they gonna really take responsibility for it? Most of them don't.
No, they do not. All right.
So like,
most of the time they don't.
As bad as it sounds, it almost seems kind of pointless, but it's not. Of course, it's not, because there are some people that do, come around and stuff like that. To say that it doesn't work at all, would be minimizing the fact.
The ability that the things that's done to people who happen.
Yeah. I do not know how to play on the controller well. Oh, focus.
You've been doing mostly, what was it? Wazda, haven't you?
Yeah, I just figured out. I just didn't know how to attack. But I just figured it out.
I was say this fortunately is more of a controller-based game, anyways.
Yeah, it seems like it. Oh, where do you go?
A bird person.
Ah! Ah! Oh no, I did a heavy attack when I should have done a light. Oh shoot.
Man, he messed you up.
I'm gonna save my focus just in case he
Jesus
they knock me
Christ.
down. I can get back up with him. Oh, what? I thought I dodged it. Ah, damn it. This is our trickster dude that we gotta fight. Oh, come on, I can't get it. Okay, I gotta dodge forward on him. Ah.
Oh, and put it on the side where it gets all scratched. No.
As long as I have focus, I can come back. Okay, so I have to wait at the last second.
That makes sense. It's a time thing. I've always liked timed-based battles anyways.
Yeah,
They're a lot easier to go with. Like prep.
Oh, come on, I can't even...
Oi.
The fire guy was definitely a lot easier. Oh my god, I fell for that. That thing instantly
Of course
kills
he
you.
was.
Defend yourself.
Ooh, I did it! Where'd you go, buddy?
He's finished.
Ah, Sapenia, Valaviso. Meow.
Careful there, sir.
Ah! Oh my god, they do not. What am I doing?
What? Did that straight up just tell me I couldn't burn a bootleg that I made? How dare you?
Nope, you cannot. Yeah,
There
we
we
went the
go.
controller route this time. Sorry, Kiki. Just trying to fix. Okay.
Focus. It's the only way.
There we go. You.
Wow, I beat him in one. On that last part, I beat him in one turn.
wilds, did I? It was an illusion. But not this time!
Whee! Senu was a badass, though.
He is,
But kind of sucks that she's being a Dante.
One of the keys
This is
to the
literally
gate to
Dante's
Helheim.
Inferno, but for Vikings.
Hold it in your mind's eye.
Even though the original Dante's Inferno, like the actual
every
Dante
battle, the
tale,
darkness
wasn't
grows
about him
stronger.
diving into hell to save somebody.
Every victory.
That was just what they
bringing
turned
her
it
closer
into.
to defeat. Unfair.
But this is EA's Dante's Inferno Viking
In
edition.
those dark winter nights in the wilds. there were
EA,
times she could
electronic.
see letting go.
Remember when they used to be good?
Yeah,
If it
electronic.
weren't for
Hey, there's sometimes that they wake up and they go, "Oh, we can make a good game," and they make a good game.
Is it them though, or just some little developer that works for them?
and she would not have this chance to find Dillion's soul.
Answer me, Josh.
What's up? Sorry.
I said, is it them that makes the game, or is it just a studio that comes up with the idea and they publish it?
I think Yes, I know EA is a publisher, but they're also a production company. So I think they produce games. They have a division, but they also have we will work with the studio and release it division.
Yeah.
So I could be wrong though. Somebody would love to correct me. Be happy. I don't. But that's not my wheelhouse,
When she
honestly.
She would lay in the grass and stare at the clouds.
I don't know a lot about all the
Saw them.
the world of publishing for video games and stuff like that.
There was a lot of studios under EA that did some pretty good games, and EA canned them.
The trees, the mountains,
It's unfortunate.
caves.
Oh, hang on. I think somebody's home and I need to put a mask on.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, yes.
Here I come, I am singing on. So nice out here now. Shit, these guys are bringing in bad weather. It's good they're gone.
Can you see the faces too? They're there.
Just hang out here, huh?
Mother.
Mother.
Senua, you have the sight. Just like I do. Once you can see into the underworld. The underworld and all the souls will
Like, I can't even
will
hear
see
anything.
you. Don't be afraid when they speak to you. I will always be here to guide you.
Oh, mama,
see
you're here to help me?
That was her mother, Galina. She was a priestess, a healer. She taught Senua to see the weave that binds the world together.
I've got nothing better to cook
It was beautiful.
than some.
Yeah, I got fishes on my shirt today.
Before the darkness. But when it did come,
Cooking with Goobly Goop.
it first came for her.
Oh, I'm like, where am I going?
It's coming in yet.
See, look, I like to wear little patterned shirts for the kids, you know? They're like, ah, look at your shirt. Ooh.
The kids, they notice things. Oh no!
I'm working with kindergartners this week.
God. Huh?
I'm working with kindergartners.
Oh,
this
you're working
week.
kindergarten this week?
Yeah.
Shit.
It started out a little rough, a little tedious, but it's starting to come along.
Yeah, it's kids.
But tomorrow's
The
the
thing
last
is,
day
those
of them.
kids are. Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I was finally getting used to them. And they rip them away from me. Just kidding.
Of course. Oh, my boys. My boys, the Penguins lost. They lost to the Krakens.
Good, that's what I taught him today about
The
penguins.
mark of Surt. You may
Really?
cross the bridge over the river of knives to
What
Helheim.
did you teach them?
I don't know, the teacher left me lesson plans to teach them about penguins and like what they do. And
Did you teach them about the organism underneath their eye that turns salt water into
No,
fresh water?
oh my god.
So dark, it's dark. The darkness.
Only the dead may cross.
Only the dead may cross it.
So I'm dead. Am I dead? No, I was just teaching them about how like penguins, and I'm sure they didn't even grasp the concept because you know they're just like penguins.
Yay!
But we're just showing them about how like penguins, when they have their eggs, the dad stays with the egg, the mom goes out for like 2 months getting food and
There
then
is
comes
no
back.
one here but me.
Yeah.
Did
Sounds
you think
about right.
that I would let you go? That you lost me back in the wilds?
Who dat?
I will never let you go. You can't get rid of me. I am your shadow.
Is that depression?
And I will be watching when you draw your last dying gasp.
I'm not ready to die.
You tell him,
When
Senua.
you see what they did to your dear beloved.
Damien!
I thought she said Damien at first. That's delete.
Damien!
Why does depression sound kind of hot? Oh
Nice.
my god, what kind of voice are you into?
Where all dreams come true. You searched for control
Depression.
The mom goes out and never returns.
when you were in love.
Oh, I actually explained that to them. I was like, because in the story it says that the mom and dad penguin, or the parents, they sing a song to each other before they go,
But in
just like
darkness
Happy
they
Feet.
came. Through storm-black seas, they
and,
waded these shores.
And I told them, I was like, they're just showing each other their love before, you know, the mom leaves, just in case something happens. You don't know if the mom might come back or not, because you never know what might happen.
That your home
And I feel like they understood that part at least. They were just like, oh, you know, like,
so
yeah, you
far
never know.
away.
And then all of a
Taken
sudden,
soul.
sea lion.
Yep,
To
sea
these
lion.
gods you cannot pray.
Sea lions eat the penguin.
They can break you, but not your promise.
This is exactly how depression feels, where like this thing just keeps pestering at you. Like, you remember this? You remember that? You're stupid. You're worthless. You're always gonna be a loser, and it's just like, stop it!
Fought for love
Stop!
and spoiled.
Stop right now.
There we
Your
go.
darkness
This
within.
game was released in 2017.
Fought for your dreams. Now there's no way to win.
But you gotta fight it. You gotta be like, nah, that doesn't make any sense. Who's to call me a loser? Who's to call me worthless?
So you must carry his vessel
So,
back home.
So EA bought the rights to release it. Is what happened. Was what's going on.
Oh wait, this is an EA game?
No, it's a Ninja Theory game.
Oh. They're releasing a part 2 of this game too.
Yeah, they are. I'm like, holy God Almighty!
They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart.
So when they said the dad wanted to go get cigarettes, does the mom go get cigarettes
Your
too?
sword still beats. A heart.
That's bad. Maybe.
Oh, wait, that was another thing I wanted to mention too. Like, you know how we were saying, you know, I was telling you that like no one doesn't have to take responsibility for anything,
The
right?
darkness
Yeah.
touch
That's
you.
why, hence, we don't have a law for
Everyone
people
could
cheating
see
on
it in
you,
the hollows of your eyes.
because you
But
can't
yours
enforce that.
Yeah,
averted from life.
Arizona does.
You ran
Oh,
from
maybe in
it,
marriage, but I'm saying like, say like you're dating somebody
Let it
and like
to him.
that happens, like, well,
and
you can't
enter
really do
suffering
anything about it.
Worse than death.
I mean, people do, and it ends up getting them
You
more
wanted
in
to
trouble.
surrender,
More in trouble.
abandoned to find peace with the gods.
This is a long cutscene.
The darkness won't allow it.
I kind of tuned out, to be
So
honest.
you will walk into the lair.
Yeah, I
of
think I
the
did too. Because now I like read about it. Like this is Dante's Inferno, but it's also
This is your mission. This
it
your
is
course.
a female
Nothing else.
female-fronted, female-led version of God of War, the more recent God of War,
It kind of has that feeling to it.
which is not a bad thing actually. I think it's really good, and interesting aspect to bring in the concept of loss in a relationship and introduce it to Viking mythology.
Doesn't pass the Bechdel test, unfortunately.
Oh no, it does not. No, just, like you. No. Don't get me started. I like Alison Bechdel. I actually like her work a lot.
Yeah.
Her books are great. I love Dykes to Watch Out For. I love Are You My Mother and One House. There's another one she did too that I haven't bought yet, but it's about her going through her therapy session,
The only one that
Yeah.
and I want to get that one too. She's a great writer, hands down, and I do think that the Bechdel test is a good way to write. I don't want to say non-conformist style movies, but to write a movie that is very plot-driven without having to succumb to tropes that a lot of movies tend to succumb to. Like, the Bechdel test can be used for good.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people, when they joke about it, they joke about it kind of in a negative light. It's like,
I think
there's
it's because
something
sometimes
beneficial too.
I think sometimes it's just ironically enforced, but then they're trying so
That
hard.
too.
They're trying so hard not to do it that it ends up still failing the Bechdel test.
Yeah. I've noticed that a lot of movies like do that,
Wow.
and they'll accidentally fall victim to like failing the Bechdel test, even though they're trying really hard not to.
Mm-hmm.
So you run that chance of just messing up without even trying. He hit you hard. Yeah, that is a big boy. You got her health back though. You got that speed. Big boy may got a big stick, but he ain't gonna have that quick stick.
Don't give up.
I was like Dale Gribble for a second. Not Dale Gribble,
Boomhauer?
Boomhauer. Boomhauer. I'll go down there and get that big kick on, fly around on the woo, and then she comes through
Oh my god, that's
with the flash kick. I'm gonna tell her, yeah, you don't get that big kind of stick and smash and get that guy's head. No problem.
Oh shit.
I think I think a lot of people forget how more coherent Boomhauer was in comparison to Hank, Dale, and Bill. Just because he talked fast didn't mean he was the one nonsensical person in the French.
No, he usually had interesting things to talk about.
Yeah, he actually made the most sense when you sat down, you listened, and you put the subtitles on. You're like, oh yeah, Boomhauer's got a point. Oh, Jesus. Oh, excuse me. Let's be honest, most of these characters are in fact pretty thick.
Yeah. They're Vikings.
They're not your typical skinny villains and heroines that you would see in a lot of adventure games like this. So get your shield out of here! It's made of wood, it should have been done by now. Game mechanic. Just because he's in hell doesn't mean reality is suspended. Oh, there it is. Now it's starting to fall apart. I was like, why isn't it falling apart? And then I see it start deteriorating. I'm like, oh, there it is. Oh man, this sucks. I'm gonna have to be up late tonight making plates. Actually, not bootlegs, mixtapes. What am I saying? Sounds like we're listening to a Swedish metal singer, like death metal singer, try to fight somebody. Yeah, mixtapes. I changed it. How do I explain this? So, I'm a part of the VHS community, and what I found out is people will find their old recordings of like late night TV marathons from Toonami and stuff, and they'll take those recordings along with the commercials and stuff and they'll edit them to make it be like what you would watch back in the early 90s and like late 80s on cable networks. So they call them mixtapes, like you would with a freaking music mixtape. You just mix and match the commercials and the cartoons and stuff, and go from there. So yeah, it's a bootleg, but it's also a mixtape. So essentially, it's just a mixtape, and it's really freaking cool. I've gotten a couple from friends in the group. They do everything from music videos to the Toonami episode marathons. They start building up. They're actually building up a lot of stuff that's kind of like if you would buy the special edition Criterion Collection DVDs and stuff, and they do them on VHS tapes. It's fucking awesome. You know? So it's a niche I'm surprised the mainstream distributors don't latch on too much. They did a couple of things with Magnet Films. Magnet Films released VHS copies of the anthology series VHS, which was cool. There is a distributor that works deals with independent filmmakers and independent film distributors, and they release VHS copies of stuff like that, and pretty awesome. Outside of the the VHS mixtape culture and the resurgence of nostalgic physical media. Woo!
To solve this puzzle.
You solve that puzzle, you motherfucker. Alright, I'll get it.
Hello. How does it go? I apologize. You said my love, but I don't know if you're talking to me or the game. And if you're talking about me, I apologize if I don't recognize the name or like who you are. But hello, how's it going? Can I drop down here? Can I? Okay, I found one letter. How do I get to the other two? What do I do?
You
just don't. You just give up.
Right.
Why even bother trying? What's the point?
Calm down, sad Jimmy Neutron.
Sad Jimmy Neutron. Seriously though, where am I supposed to go? I have to go all the way back? Like he locked the door though.
Yeah.
Let me out of here! Okay, I have a door that is locked. How do I unlock it?
Ish.
Shark, where do I go? Tell me, my son. Where is it I must venture to solve my predicament? So I can't open this door.
Do it.
Who are you talking to? You just hear like very distant you.
Because I'm talking really loud for being maybe like 5 feet away from the computer. It's fucking ridiculous.
Oh, I gotta make a step ladder. No, stairs. I meant to say stairs.
You meant stairs.
No, I meant what I said. I'm just wrong. Let's not bad. You know, let's not pretend like I meant something else. I really did mean step ladder, and that was the wrong word.
Guess what you done with you?
What you say? What you say?
Yeah, guess what you did with your life?
Wait, I think that was right.
You done fucked up.
I did done fuck up.
There we go. Jesus!
Why are you yelling? Why are you running? Why are you
What are
running?
you running away
I don't think I'm supposed to go down there yet. I'm supposed to go
from?
up there.
Wrong component channel.
And the last one.
Yay! It's still
Guys, this is why I don't like to have Josh on the stream. He does things while he streams with me. Like, what are you, a responsible adult? Like, stop.
entertain the people while they're doing streams. How dare they interact with conversations on stream?
What
They're
did
supposed to say, "Oh, think I watch you play a video game." Oh,
You're cutting out,
like
Mr.
we
I
would
want to
when we were
entertain.
younger. What is so entertaining? You know what? Here's my definition of what I think streamers think they want things to be like. Remember those kids whose houses you would go to and they would only play one-player games after their parents told them countless times that they need to fucking share? That's what I think most streamers think this should be. And if those streamers are like, yeah, that's right, you need to sit here and watch me play. Why didn't we go from bitching about that as children to doing this?
Yeah. That's
Answer
true.
me this question.
I don't know what to say.
Now that,
You're
now
right.
that it took me now to just realize what we were doing was streaming culture.
I invite people to come over my house and be like, hey, want to watch me play a game? The
Yeah,
sad thing is
those
I actually
children,
did that a lot
those
growing up.
selfish children who would never share. They would be like, I'm going to play until I die, knowing that the game that they're playing will never let you fucking die. Fuck these kids.
Hey,
We've given them a space to do this now. And
Look.
we paid them for it. We paid them. My mom's all concerned. She's like, Josh, calm down. Calm down, Josh.
your tirade is insulting
Song
me.
again. It's
But
Hella.
tell me I'm wrong.
The source of
Tell me
life.
I am wrong. We have given all those children who always get the best system every time that they invite you over. You, that friend.
What the fuck is that?
It looks like a holy shit. Looks like Sandman.
You're showing weakness.
And this is why real boys will never
Warrior,
come
you're a
back. Wow.
disgrace.
That's what Shark said.
The gods
You're not wrong, bud.
this.
I
No,
think-
real boys won't come back because I don't get off my ass and finish editing
Wait, is that
videos.
Alfredo saying?
The
Shark Boy's
Yeah.
Alfredo. You Alfredo.
Get up.
Boy, let's get real boys
Get
back.
up.
We were supposed to do that this
would-
month.
No, you want to kind of rage. Who wouldn't want to hear me go on a 20-minute
Oh my-
tirade about frickin' Quentin Tarantino? Come on.
I don't accept these harangues of yours.
Alfredo's like, damn, we should have kept it going secretly in the back of his head. He's just mad because we ain't doing it no more.
Seas and lost souls.
We can do it. We can make it happen, Alfredo.
See, what I need is you guys to come over to my house and watch me edit it. That'll motivate me to.
Oh, so we have to watch you. What was I just talking about?
I know that's the joke.
What was I just talking about?
When awake.
We changed the medium from video games to watching you work. And then me and Alfredo are gonna be like, can we edit? You're like, no.
I only work if people are watching me. Duh.
Senuas nightmares.
Give me a second. For some reason, my game is lagging. No.
Maybe that's
There's like several people on right now, probably like taking their headphones off and going, I don't even need to listen because he's so loud. I can just put the headphones to the side of me and I will try to decipher what Mike's saying over this loud, boisterous, weird giant of a man.
Wow. You got anything else to say about yourself?
Well, how do I describe myself? I am 6'4", close to 400 pounds, which is terrible. That's terribly unhealthy. Now I'm like 360. I like long walks on the beach. I drink white wine spirits.
Senua's reality is twisted.
And I really love Orange is the New Black.
But yours might be too.
I like that show too. I never finished it though.
I've never watched it. I'm terrible. I haven't even finished the new season of the last two seasons of Letterkenny. Like all my favorite shows, I haven't even touched on.
Did you really think you could win? How stupid can you be? Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
Oh yeah, by the way, she was an outcast as well, and people blamed her for
A warrior.
their
Worthless,
problems and stuff.
weak, pathetic.
Like
Go on.
they thought she was cursed and everything. So
Because no one
But
there's
why
that
hasn't she
on
got
her
back
conscience.
together with Big Boy? We all know Andre 3000 isn't going to be there.
What are you talking about?
You said she was an outcast.
Coward to fight and end the suffering.
So why isn't she back together with we could have her and Big Boy go on tour. We don't need Andre 3000.
Just like your sword.
All right,
Really
everybody.
dumb joke.
We're about to hit 1 hour. We're about to hit 1 hour. I think that's will be enough for today. I think we'll end the stream.
It was funny.
I literally had to put my head down, like, oh my god.
When you give everything.
Hey, but you know what? I pulled it all together, man. We mentioned the Big Boys,
Only to find that
Big
it
Boys
isn't
earlier.
Imagine.
Called her an outcast. I saw the connections. I made them. My poor dog's like, just stop.
Is it really
Stop what
so
you're doing. Let me lick your face and stop.
Or are we just
I will
so
never
afraid of
stop.
The honest answer
I will never stop.
that we
You
don't
guys are
dare
stuck.
pose the question.
It's the choices you make in life, and these are the choices you made.
It's a lie.
See-
You wanted to keep me around. That's your fault, Mike.
Just like Senua sitting here in her depression, thinking about why she's even bothering doing this. She's just stuck with this stuff in her mind. Did I
Oh, Jesus Christ. Die.
what is the word I'm looking for? Holy moly, my brain just blanked out.
And it did.
Oh, jeez, why couldn't I even think of that word? Is this connection contrived? Yes. And I don't care.
Confidence.
Alright, Senua, get your ass up. We gotta keep going.
Hey. Mike, do you stream on Facebook still, too?
Yeah.
Come to me.
So you still do all three streams?
That's why I have 3 Yoshis. Each one represents each platform.
I just want to see who's...
The light. Go towards the light. It's him. There he is. It can't be him. It's just a trick. It's in your mind.
No, he's here.
It's in your mind.
It's real. It's
Okay, seriously? Is Alfredo the only one on...
What's up?
Is Alfredo the only one on YouTube?
Yeah, he likes to be a loner.
Okay.
A lot of people were on YouTube, but then they started moving over to Twitch.
There it is.
Which is
Yeah.
great, because I get paid on Twitch, so.
Anyways, I wanna retry my my profile
I told you it was the
for a second.
Wait.
I want to say
Where are you going?
I am 35 years old, newly divorced, and I live in a van down by the river.
Yep. What's going on here?
That's what's happening.
Before she first met him,
That's what's
it was
happening
not
with
in
my
a good
life.
place. Just a
Not what I
teenager,
want.
but
Evil
not
thing.
like the others.
Um,
Barely functioning.
there we go.
She
Jeez.
rarely left the house. Her father's inbound.
Don't ask me.
Only occasionally did she venture out on her own.
I mean, if you want to know why we're toxic, I was born and bred by a boomer.
Out on the Orkney Plains.
Luckily they stopped hitting me at 5.
Like
No.
this
Uh,
one.
I did get spanked though. That was true. That is true. I got spanked until I was about 6.
Okay, so
That's
that's
when
why
they
she
stop.
has these attachment issues.
It's already visible. Nothing.
That explains a lot.
Yeah.
It's in your mind.
Also, that's not an excuse. What am I saying? I don't know why I'm toxic, but I'm working on it though. I'm trying to get better. Just it happens. You go through life, a bunch of things happen to you, you blame it all on that, and then you realize you could have been a better person at the end of it all and stop using those things in life as excuses for why you're such a bad person.
And the world.
Am I right, Mike?
Yes.
Thank you.
Glue lifted.
Did you want me to elaborate, or you just want me to agree?
She felt.
No, you can elaborate. I actually, this is the point. This is why it's called existential game.
So,
No,
yeah.
I'm going to stay silent and listen to me and only me, so I can perpetuate this.
Well,
I sound sarcastic, but I'm kind of serious. I'm not trying to be at all. It's just
is Sigmund.
Sigmund
it's
Freud.
hard.
His father's hall was built
Yeah.
around a great tree.
Anyways, go ahead,
One
Mike.
day,
I'm sorry.
Odin
No, I'm
thrust
just playing the
his soul
game.
into the tree.
What do you want me to talk
You're just
about?
like-
Never can release it.
I don't even know anymore. I've ranted so hard that I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. Usually at this point, I stop talking and watching you play, and I think I've dug myself so far into a grave that I don't know if I can get out of it. They haven't even attached one of those little old school things that you can like pull out and breathe out of and
Maybe
indicate to people that you were falsely buried. I don't have that. They're just like, get in there.
maybe you should
Go
lay
on.
down for a bit and be at peace and just feel how it feels. And then
It feels
when you're ready,
weird.
when you're ready, you can get up and you'll have the energy to pull yourself out.
Oh, damn. I didn't even know we were being toxic at this point. I thought we were just trying to talk. I know sometimes things devil out. A lot of your,
She
I
mimicked
want to say, true being comes out when you feel
perfecting her own
able to express yourself in a manner that seems to be open and willing to accept you. But I do agree that even if it's a joke, I do have some toxic tendencies, and I fight them every day. I try to be the best person I can be at all times. I want to be the one that runs through the flowers of poppies, but I end up being the one who just runs into a flaming building of shit and piss.
The world and bliss. If
Yeah.
only she could do the same.
Yeah, that's a great analogy,
See
isn't
the
it?
world through eyes anew,
What is this,
Dance.
Angelonia? Is this,
just like he
I
does.
don't know.
I don't even know. Man, I've been through some shit. I don't know why all of a sudden this game brings out all that, but whatever. We've all been through shit.
I didn't want to say anything.
At this rate, Alfredo, you're probably not wrong.
So we're learning about how she fell in love with Dillian.
Dylan, you mean? Is it Dillian or Dylan?
It's
Dillian. She's so pale, too.
She's a Viking. She's up
Well,
in
no,
the north.
Viking.
What's your name?
Well, I mean, she's dead, too, but also, like,
Senua,
I don't know how they depicted her as a dead person.
I don't leave home much.
I don't
Zeno's daughter.
I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore.
Wait,
I'll be back.
who taught you to fight?
No one.
No one.
Well, I watched you, and
learnt all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
Me?
I'm Dillian. I'm here for the warrior trials. Just come and watch. And bring your sword.
Oh,
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who's supposed to reassure you.
that's a strong word right there. Supposed to.
It only takes an instant.
That's
Fear
where a lot of
swallows
people fall
you
into
before
depression.
You have a chance to make
They
sense of
had
it.
those expectations.
And
Supposed to.
darkness becomes a part of who you are.
That's the thing. We reassure ourselves, right? We that's why we go through ceremonies and things like that. We make promises. At the end of the day, that means nothing.
Everyone knows that there's no going back to how things were.
How many
That
times do
there's
people
nothing
break those
to go back
promises?
to.
Doesn't mean anything.
Stay quiet.
But it doesn't mean that you
Their
shouldn't
gods
try.
can see into your mind.
That you shouldn't.
Use this power to destroy you.
Stop me. I can still feel it.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here.
No.
And all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Was that even a word invented back then?
What?
Shut up.
I mean, all these words weren't a thing back then, but
That's true. That's true. Ah.
I'll find you, my love. I promise.
This is terrible to think about that. Whether or not it was a joke, now I'm really thinking about it. It's like, where did I fuck up?
Nothing lives here.
what do you mean? Where do you fuck up what?
You won't
Oh, that's like what Kit Kat said. She said, "Why y'all so toxic?" And I'm like, I'm overthinking it.
Maybe it's a
Oh my
I
god.
feel like it was a joke,
It was a joke.
but now like
waiting.
I know that's what I thought. I was like, I'm thinking, it's like it's a joke. I know it's a joke, but now my my own personal like shortcomings and my insecurities are getting the best of me. It's like I do not want to be a sick person.
Your default mode network is acting up. The part of your
Like
brain
that-
that tries to identify yourself and
Yeah.
runs like it's the one that pretty much asks the question: Am I this? Should I be this?
Yep.
Should I stop?
No,
being
that
this?
thing never shuts the fuck off. Hate that part of my brain.
You'll
part of the
notice
brain-
that people who don't care about what other people think, like they really just don't give a shit. That part of their brain pretty much is not as, you know, like I wouldn't say not as active because I mean everyone kind of uses it, but it's not
Yeah.
as prominent. Like it's not just like firing off every now and then.
Yeah,
Like every
now, and like
moment.
like you gotta repeat what you said before that because I didn't quite hear it. You kind of jabbered out, but I kind of get what you're saying.
Which part?
The part was like the people who don't have that fire off, and then it went through, and then you explained it further from that.
Oh, I'm just saying that like there are people who just don't give a shit like about what other people think about them.
Yeah,
There are people, of course, who say that, but they really do care. But there are people
Yeah.
that legit don't care. Like they'll do things, and you'll be like, "God, you're like really inconsiderate." But it's just because that part of their brain just doesn't consider. Like it doesn't consider it. It doesn't think about that stuff. It just thinks about what do I need to do? What do I want to do?
so it's kind of the thing that is technically shut off in people who are more narcissistic. You would say possibly.
Take it.
I don't know. It's kind of hard to say because I guess it might be that. Because narcissism per se is not bad. It's just that when we think of the word narcissism, we think of the worst possible
Parts of narcissism.
well, not even parts, because everyone has parts of narcissism that you
Yeah.
know, but the thing is, like, some people just have they're on an extreme They're on the extreme end.
Yeah.
Senua, imagine a sword that can slay gods.
I mean, our
realize
our
I-
very existence is narcissism, but
Yeah.
that's the point.
Is Gramr. It was
True.
forged by the god of all.
A lot of people would die if that wasn't the case.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I need to
And I'm thinking about my tape recording here. I wonder if it will play on a
The sword
CRT
appears whole,
TV
but is
correctly.
an illusion.
We'll find out.
Shards come. It is said a great warrior.
But I mean, it's soon just
forged Gramr by answering the
What was that?
trials
Else-
of Odin, one for each shard.
soon just fine on my LCD.
The roots of the tree of death.
Damn it, Alfredo! This is why we're not gonna have real boys, because you come in,
Face.
you say that shit.
Go to the shop. What's
The band's broken up, Mike. Can't work with this man.
I mean, I never could work this man, but I still pull for it.
I know, right? You fight through the trauma.
How many times do I have to smack him while we're recording? Like, get it together.
Focus. Use your
Yeah.
eyes. Look. Get closer. What can you see?
A king
We do
of
need to get
forced
those
the
episodes
dwarves to make a
edited.
sword that
And,
would never fail,
we need to do
and
another
never
one.
rust.
Who's
So
this
you- you
we?
said-
Slice through
Who is
iron
this
and
we?
stone and bring victory to its bearer.
You mean I?
Okay,
But the angry
you,
warlords
Mr.
cursed it.
Mr.
It would be
Head of
death
the table.
man every time
You
it
need
was
to
drawn,
edit these episodes.
and it would be
Well,
the death
it's not that I'm saying like, oh, I'm in charge. It's just that
It-
I'm the one
it-
doing it.
of the sword.
I know,
Kirving.
but you always ask for our help, and we try to come over. And me and Alfredo several times have tried to come over and help you edit,
Don't recognize this.
and we end up bullshitting the whole time.
It feels wrong.
Which is technically exactly what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
But
So strange.
it's not
that we
it's
go
not
to
a
such
bad
lengths
thing.
to
I'm not
find
trying to
out
make it sound like how dare you
something so very
enjoy your
ordinary.
time with your friends. You should be working and being miserable on your own
As if we
self-improved
can
project.
hide death. Because we have no
My
answer.
It's just it's funny because we'll sit there and we'll try to edit, and I'll come in and help a
Itself
bit.
onto our friends.
Alfredo will come in and help a bit, and then
Then comes the reckoning.
Well,
Is he
because okay,
talking-
the problem is that,
It's too dark.
and I don't mean to sound dramatic or anything, but how did that fire get brighter after picking it up? Anyways, the problem is that giving advice is not the same as helping.
That is true. You are 100% right on that.
So
like,
if I'm sitting there editing and you're like, you should do this, it's like, okay, I don't need help making decisions. I need help getting this out. You giving me more options is actually slowing me down more than actually helping me finish this.
What's wrong?
so my question is, at this point, do you want me to come in and
Just
edit
wait
it?
there.
Because I could do that.
I mean,
And you can tell me what you want done, because dude, I've been editing
And find him, get
my
him
music
back.
videos.
Just there. How
And
could
I know they're only like three minutes to like a minute and a half long, but I'm doing it and I get it done in like an hour or two. And I'm sure if you told me exactly what parts you wanted, I could bang it out. Just boom. And I'll show it to you, and then you can be all like, fuck you, and go back and do it yourself again, or not. And then post it up.
I did that once, and I feel bad now. But I paid somebody to edit one of my videos, and when they gave it back to me, I was like, I don't like this. Like, I didn't tell them that. I was more just kind of like,
Did you hear that?
you know,
Was that voices?
oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to explain certain things, and it didn't come out the way I wanted it. But don't
Yeah.
worry about it. You know, I'll still pay you, and I'll take care of myself. Don't worry.
Going. If you go down there, no one.
So you are essentially the auteur of your own projects. You want it to be a certain way.
But see, that's the problem. I shouldn't be doing that, and I shouldn't be this perfectionist. I should just get it out, and that's what I've been trying to do more of.
That's fine.
Senua,
Well, that's the
It
great
reminded me
thing
of a story
about
that the North
Twitch
tell
stream
about a young woman
is
warrior
you
Her name is
don't have the
Perfect,
opportunity to
daughter
be a
of berserker,
perfectionist.
born
This
after he
is
was
now.
killed.
This is something we
She's a
need
wild,
to do
willful
if we're
child
doing it,
who teaches herself
and
to fight with weapons.
you never have to worry about
When she
it
learns where her
being
father is
perfect
buried,
because it's
her
perfect
only
just as
desire
it
is
is.
to
'Cause
reclaim the treasure buried with
God,
him.
I sound like
But
Tony
above all,
Robinson. That guy's an
a
asshole too.
sword, Tyranny.
Tony Robinson?
Yeah, the self-help guy,
Oh, Tony
Right?
Robbins.
Robbins, whatever. That's
Yeah,
how much I don't
Robbins
like
and Robinson are two different.
people. Whatever. You knew who I was talking.
Find another way. It's not working.
I kind of did, but I just wanted to make sure.
You're failing. Find another way.
I could eventually see his post popping up.
He's disappeared. You let him slip through your fingers.
You need to believe in yourself.
Find another way. There has to be another way.
Yeah.
You need to
And then
take the day by the hand and pull it forward and make out with it. Only then you will really experience life.
Okay, you say that, you joke about that, and that guy is despite still going out and doing what he does, he's gotten in trouble for engaging in
Who is yelling? Oh, yes, I'm listening.
I know, I'm just trying to say, like, how do I say it without sounding like a real, like, Tony Robinson is a creep. He's a creep. They had several people come out with allegations, of course, and he has been accused of manipulating young women. So,
You know what
You know,
happens when you
and-
have the power of speech? The power
Yeah.
gets in your head. You
yeah.
think you can talk anybody into doing anything.
Mm-hmm. And somehow he's still capable, he's still able to go out and make money and be a professional motivational speaker.
I mean, do you want him not to do that?
What's happening? It's not him. It can't be. What's that sound? The voice is changing. What? That's not Dylan. That doesn't sound.
How dare you put that question in front of me?
Sacrificed himself as a man to join
The
band
idea of
warriors.
increment. Now, I
Absolutely
honestly,
becomes
if
their leader. When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that
I don't
evil
think
haunts the island,
he
and that it is a
should
worse place by day than
be
other places are by night.
given the chance to
Fearless,
continue the
she
behavior,
lies alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them have
In
ghostly
my mind.
flames burning over them.
in my heart and
Comes
soul.
to the grave mound of her father,
Do I
after
think
passing through
before these allegations came out, he provided
as though
people a
they
lot
were
of confidence that they used to be able to expand themselves in their professional realm? Yeah, he did. But
Is he not doing that anymore?
I don't know. I think he's doing private sessions, maybe, because I haven't seen anything public in years. So actually, I haven't seen anything public in since the allegations.
Quiet.
So I actually me just saying that he probably did stop doing public motivational speaking events because of that, and whether or not he's doing it in privacy of in private sectors, is his thing. So as long as he's not going out of his way to harm people, or has stopped doing it.
Where the
As
hell?
long as I don't know about it, I guess I'm happy. Does that make sense?
Wait, say that one more time. That last part.
I said, as long as I don't know what he's engaging in, I guess that makes me happy. Because that gives me kind of the idea that he stopped and he's not doing it anymore. And
So
and he's
ignorance
not
is
harming
bliss.
people. I lost you.
I said, so ignorance is bliss.
Unfortunately, on this, yeah.
Hmm.
Man, this guy reeled down real quick.
I mean, I didn't think that.
I've decided.
Oh no, I
think
did.
It will be good for me.
Just because of engaging conversations. Conversations are weird.
It's the darkness. It's speaking.
I don't get to engage in this kind of talk. That's very.
I think
Sorry,
I
BB,
Makes
gotta
me-
head off for a bit. Hope you have a great rest of your session. Thank you, Kiki. You take care, okay? Have a great day.
Indeed.
I can see the darkness in your eyes, child.
I met a boy.
Boy,
The chief said so.
no.
He said he could help me.
It's a
It's hard to
trick.
think about
Be
this kind
normal.
of stuff, man.
Normal.
Yes.
Because
No
it makes you think
boy
about what you would
is
do
going to save
in
you.
those situations. At least for
No
me.
one can.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't ever see
When they see the
myself
rot growing
ever
inside
wanting
you,
to cause that kind of
they will turn
harm
their back on you.
to other people for self-gratification. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The gods can only fix you through my hand.
I've seen a lot of people do that kind of
You're
stuff.
going nowhere.
And then,
So,
of
Father.
No.
course she does.
You will not defy the gods.
You see,
It was not uncommon around that time.
Don't
That's how people got their way.
yeah. Well, I'm saying this is why she's struggling with this attachment issue.
I am leaving.
She can't live without him because of
You cannot escape the darkness.
she was in such a
Your curse will make everyone suffer.
terrible relationship with
You
her
will have
family
blood on your hands.
Yeah.
that once she found somebody who could take her away from that, she can't leave that person now. She's not okay on her own. She's codependent. Or not even codependent, she's just dependent on him, because I don't know about the other guy. The other guy's probably in a better place.
You did it. But
I don't know, he seemed kind of like an angry dude though, so.
Yeah.
there's more.
But yeah, this is
I
she's literally
recognize
putting
something,
herself. She's torturing herself because she can't accept being on her own. She has to have that person.
Can you do another one? It's too
You know the one thing I don't like about Wikipedia, especially with video games, is the fact that they never show you the people who, will not, like, show a cohesive list of the cast for the characters.
Hmm.
Like, when you think about it, the people who voice
want to
these
tell you a story
these
about the
characters
god
in
of
the
the
games,
Northmen
they're being
called
actors,
Baldur.
and they should get
The second son of
credited
Odin.
for it
He
and
was
set up in the
beautiful,
same way that you
good, and
would
wise.
credit actors and actresses, or just
He was
actors in
fair
general, I
of
guess.
feature. He
What
spoke
we're doing
fair
nowadays.
words. He
Thing.
gave fair
Actors
judgment.
in
Light
movies.
shone from him.
Hmm.
So when I come across these Wikipedia pages for video games,
Yet he was the first
you have to
of
search for who's voiced the characters in the page itself when it should be like plot, development of the game, and then voice cast should be somewhere. I mean, like they got the little expert for casting, but they don't have the people who are casting in one nice and concise area. That I think would make video game Wikipedia pages a lot cooler, a lot easier, and a lot more innovative. Because people like to know who voiced their characters.
Mhm.
I would think.
the bridge.
Ah,
You've come this far, but the bridge.
Alfredo, why aren't you on the stream?
There's no way you
Sir?
can fix it. What do you do now?
I would like to hear your sweet, beautiful voice.
We might be ending
Actually,
the
I'm-
stream actually soon, Josh. My head is just
Oh, you're what?
killing me right now. I didn't get that much sleep last night.
I get you.
No, yeah, no, it has nothing to do with anything on the stream stuff. I just been kind of exhausted with the kindergartners, and I came home and just
Dude,
Watch you fail.
you're preaching to the choir, man. I was in one of the other classes today. They had to move me around because we're still low on staff, and you know it's tough, especially when you're working with a different dynamic of kids.
The bridge.
Mhm.
It's not broken. It's fixed.
So
Well, I mean, I would be I would be fine. It's just I haven't been sleeping enough.
you need to sleep, sir. What's wrong with you?
The Northmen
I know.
tell this story about the death of Baldur.
That's understandable. There's a lot of
It
stuff to
begins
do
with
in
dark
the,
dreams. Night
nowadays.
Baldur
We're
dreamed
trying
of his own
to
death and the gods.
consolidate our free time.
So Baldur's mother makes everything in the world.
And,
fire, water, iron,
deal with working again, because we had all that free time, and we had all our art and everything that we could rely on to keep us occupied, and now we're back to the mainstream, going back to what was originally our. I don't know what the heck I'm trying to say, but I think you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
We had too much time on our hands. We did all this art stuff that made us fulfilled and stuff, and now we're back to doing our mundane job. Whether or not, for certain people, it's something that they enjoy, you know, I'm sure you enjoy going around and being a teacher.
Yeah, I really do.
She can't.
No.
Open the gate. It's locked. Try harder. She can't.
I guess I'm talking in the way of those who quit their jobs that they've hated for years, finally, to go and engage in society in a more fruitful way. Don't you say ew, Alfredo. You know you miss me too. Hasn't taken this big.
I find that
terrible
funny
man.
when we say it in a more fruitful way, because a lot of us say that, right?
Yeah.
When is it deemed fruitful?
Say that one more time.
When is it deemed fruitful?
I think it's deemed fruitful when you feel fulfilled enough that you don't have to find other things to attach to. If that makes sense.
Explain that one more time. Sorry, I was.
So I feel when somebody says fruitful,
Go through it.
they're talking about fulfillment without having to seek other needs of fulfillment. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like the one thing that they can consider fruitful will keep them going their entire life. That's fucking freaky.
Too many times.
Don't do no! Get away from that fucking thing.
What is this? Teleports me to.
Oh, that's a teleportation device?
Yeah.
He's in the other one. He's
What
in
the
the other
fuck?
one. He's in the dark world.
The world once seemed so
Anyways.
simple. Black and white.
Not in this.
Darkness.
Yeah. It's just
No,
it's the one thing that fulfills you so much in life that can enrich you both in your heart, your soul, and dare I say in your pocketbook, that you don't have to necessarily go out and find other things to service all your needs.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
You've got it.
Like
Why isn't he here?
there's
That's based on your memories
Huh?
and things that you believe make you happy and enjoy life more.
yeah. And
Because when I hear the word fruitful, I think of like what you think you can give to the world, but you can always give to the world no matter what. There's nothing that really determines, if you're giving enough or not.
Yeah. There. I mean, if you want to say your I guess bubble, your sphere. There we go. Sphere of friends and family. If you feel like you're fulfilling yourself enough
Does it feel like to be
amongst them and yourself, then maybe that could be your world. But at the same time, there you can look. I'm going to use my movie collection as an
Tell
example.
this story about the death.
No matter how many fans
It
you have
begins
as a
with dark
director,
dreams.
as a musician,
Night
as
after
a
night,
as a writer, as
Baldur
anything,
dreams of
like
the
all
old death,
that kind of
The
stuff.
gods fear for his life.
You should never try
Baldur's
to
mother makes everything in the world.
fulfill
Fire,
the
water,
wants and
iron,
needs of every
stone,
person on the
earth,
planet
wood,
as an artist.
beasts, birds, serpents,
Who comes
poison,
first when you're
sickness,
being an artist is yourself.
swear and oath.
And if it just so happens that somebody else
One by one,
likes it,
big
that
fish will
enhances your
neither
fulfillment, your
weapons
fruitfulness.
nor wood will
But it's not necessary.
Baldur's mother.
It's not necessary. Yes, 100%. It is not necessary. The person you are first and foremost trying to fulfill is yourself. So
Do you think it's wrong for someone to feel bad when they don't feel like they're getting enough from what they're putting out? When that shouldn't even be the main point? I mean, I
think
understand when it comes to like money wise and stuff like that, because you need to live, right? You know, you can't just not. You need to have living expenses and things like that, you know, so you can continue your services towards the community and everything.
Yeah, I get what you're saying with that.
There he is.
Oh no, I have trouble with it, sir, because it, like,
There's a
for
way.
me, and
There is a way up there. Find the way.
this is what I was trying to both avoid but go into at the same time. Because originally I wanted to talk about addiction today. But what happened, or at least what I feel like, and I'm using the feel word here, has happened with me a lot of the time is I will base my fulfillment, my fruitfulness, on how much I enjoy something, and then expect people to be in the same realm of enjoyment and fulfillment and fruitfulness that I have about what I've done. Now,
Things no one else could. Patterns.
on the other aspect of that, when I try to engage with that person with my own
Intuition that made her an acceptable
fun and
wife.
fulfillment and stuff, they will go, that's cool,
Friendship
but then go down that road of, are you getting paid for it? Are you doing something
shadow
that
of
will
darkness
eventually enable you to be able to
was caught between two
take
worlds.
care of yourself and go into conversations like that? And then I feel like I haven't done enough to be
future
fulfilled, even though I'm satisfied,
to reality
because I'm not necessarily,
staring at her soul.
you know, getting the kind of feedback I wanted from the people that I look to have the same fulfillment that I have with what I'm doing.
Well, you're looking for those people for approval, in a sense.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think that's where a lot of people kind of get stuck, is that they're constantly looking for the approval of others with their own fulfillment and their fruitfulness, that it muddles their chances of ever getting to that point of what those particular people that you're trying to get the approval from are wanting from what you're fulfilled by. So you got these people, and you could say it for millions of different things. Like, well, there's a lot of starving artists. Yeah, but there's a million other artists who are not starving. And you got to stop glorifying those people who nobody engaged with for years, only to evenally take what they found fulfilling in their lives and make money off of it. Kind of sucks.
Here is a wand.
I'm not sure if I've gone off on a tangent on that one per se, but
oh, I get what you're saying. It's a tough one because it's you're teeter toddling. You're, what would you call it?
I'm
like
going back and forth between a lot of things.
Well, no. I'm not talking about what you're saying that you're teeter toddling. What I'm saying is that the whole idea, the whole concept you're mentioning, is you're teeter toddle. You're like trying to balance on a tightrope of how much do I care about making sure everybody around me is comfortable, but at the same time making myself comfortable.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah,
because
that's
you don't want to just be like.
Yeah.
Like say you're like living at somebody's house and you're like, hey, I'm happy though. I don't need to, work a job that has a lot of money so I can help you pay the bills or something like that. Like,
Yeah,
I'm happy.
Yeah.
Because, it's being kind of inconsiderate and not helping out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people I've done that.
And then there's also, the other side where, you're working your hands and your bones, and yeah, you're helping out a lot of people, but you don't really feel like you're enjoying your life. And if we believe that life is about making enjoying it and making the best, and of course you could enjoy it if you changed your mindset, like just if you got enjoyment from just being a good not a good person, because that's subjective of course too, but being why can't I think of the word? Just being there for everybody, like being a helpful person with everybody as much as you can.
Do you remember the sound of his voice?
Because honestly, you could just do everything you needed to do to help everybody around you and help your, help make sure you're at least getting good food and a nice place to stay, and that could be your enjoyment of life. But the thing is, everyone's different. They have things that they enjoy. Like me, I like playing video games. If someone does say like, "Hey, you cannot play video games anymore because you're hurting the people around you," I probably would try to stop. But like, unless it was something like really, let's say like if it was like really painful. If they were just saying I'm hurting them, but it's all in their head, like oh, when you play video games, it makes me sad, and it's like, well,
You have no chance.
stop. That's not my problem. That's all on you. You know what I mean? It's dependent on those kind of situations. Like, is what you're doing really affecting people, or is it just on them?
Yeah.
It's balancing between those two.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. Sure.
I know. I kind of like.
Darkness is swallowing.
No, you were fine. I'm I got caught off guard with the question for a second from a friend, so I just need to I need to figure out what I'm going to say.
We're gonna be ending the stream too in a bit right now. After I beat this level, I think I'm almost done right now. I solved this puzzle. Should be good to go.
Oh man, hey, I think this came out well.
I'm playing with you. It makes sense in your mind, but it doesn't make sense. But it doesn't mean anything. You can't read this language. You don't understand. Sinbel was right. You're wasting time.
She said her dad's name.
Never succeed. Dillian! Quicker.
No, you come over here.
Be quick.
Dillian never much cared for the underworld, and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Zinbao. I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see, and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillian's arms, learned to see the world through his eyes. And slowly, the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
Be quick. Be quick. Careful. Don't. Breathe. No! Where's he gone? It's your fault. He's disappeared. You've lost him to the sea. He's gone. You've lost him to it. He's gone to the water. He's drowned.
There she goes, blaming herself again.
Senua, your father cannot understand your darkness.
There. I hope
Cannot
that's
see
not
through your
weird.
eyes. No one can.
Oh, they used a real actor. Huh.
My own father was
Interesting.
born blind.
That's
Doesn't
her
have the faintest
boyfriend.
idea of what the night looks like.
Actually, I think I recognize him too.
Dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix that by taking away their sight?
Ooh, philosophy.
Would you give up the beautiful world that you and only you can see just to be rid of your nightmares? Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes.
I don't think that would matter.
Just another
I
part
think
of
that
the
he would
person
think that
I
that
know.
would matter.
I left for the wilds to protect you.
Yeah, I'll give it to Ninja Theory. They
Because I love you,
really did not fuck around with this game.
but it made it worse.
Especially from an independent company.
What if this is pointless? What if you're wrong?
Alright.
Like,
What if we're wrong?
you done? You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Do you want to say something else before we...
What if this?
No, I just want to thank everybody who talked to us.
You've been
Kit
fooled
Kat,
before, you could be fooled again.
Alfredo, who was deeply afraid of his own femininity and needs to engage in his more compassionate side.
I don't know. I think
It's okay to like people, Alfredo. You can even love them.
I don't know. He loves me a little too much. Sometimes I tell him to get away. So
Oh,
I don't
no.
think
See,
I don't think it's the problem of liking people. I think his problem is that he's just a rude motherfucker.
That's not how you keep people in your life, sir.
All right, y'all. You take care. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I won't be on
Yeah, you
tomorrow.
guys-
I'll see you guys Sunday.
I will-
Friday and
oh.
Saturday I'm busy.
While we're on it, Mike, I got myself set up to do movies on Sunday, Monday, and Thursday next week. So if you want to try on Friday for me to pop on and streaming, let's do it.
Friday.
Also, Real Boys is not dead. You spelt it wrong, sir. It's BOIS. Get
Yeah.
it right if you're going to try to call us dead.
So Friday this week or Friday next week?
Next week.
Oh, okay.
Next week.
All right, Friday sounds good.
All right, sir. Then we will go from there. Everybody have a good night.
Peace.